For a number of years, probably for the last 15 to 20 years, there's been an increase in the number of prosecutions, that is, criminal prosecutions of people for immigration-related crimes. And the great majority of those prosecutions are for illegal entries, which has been a crime since 1952, and illegal re-entries to the United States. You know, around 1994, there were maybe 2,000 to 3,000 people getting prosecuted a year for immigration-related crimes, and it was a very small percentage of the federal caseload, the federal prosecutions. You know, around, at that time, I think it was around 8%. And what's happened is that those numbers have significantly increased over the years, spurred in large part by an operation that several Border Patrol sectors have done with federal courts and prosecutors along the border, called Operation Streamline. And Operation Streamline came into effect in the year 2005. And the idea was to create a zero-tolerance policy in certain areas, in certain Border Patrol sectors, prosecuting everybody that came over, crossed into the country illegally. And the numbers now are about 100,000 people are prosecuted. And of course, everybody's going to ultimately, that they catch is ultimately going to be deported. So they're prosecuted and then deported from the United States. And this has totally monopolized the federal court system in those districts. So 55% of the cases now, the federal prosecutions are immigration-related prosecutions. So instead of making, you know, significant drug cases or whatever the kinds of cases that they used to make, they're making primarily, you know, prosecutions for immigration-related cases, and that's really how this whole kind of immigration enforcement has skewed federal law enforcement priorities.